welcome to another cooking video and compliments of the season. Today we're going to be making all of this spread that I showed you on this table, but with emphasis on the rice and the salad. So please come along with me and let me show you all of the ingredients that I used. Here I have some veggies. I have my carrots, bell peppers. I'm using red, yellow, and green bell peppers, some white onions, some butter, unsalted butter, some garlic, some lemon, and then for proteins we're going to be using some snails, some sausages, and then prawns over here. And we'll also be using some sweet corn. If you have baby corn, that works as well. And then some eggs. And for seasoning, we're going to be using some curry and thyme, some garlic powder, some ginger powder, nutmeg powder, some onion powder. Don't worry, we already have all of these ingredients listed out. Some paprika, some cayenne pepper, and then we're also going to be using some ground sage, sazon. We're also going to be using some, I didn't use all of this actually. To be honest, I mentioned salt, or I showed you salt and seasoning cubes, but I think I eventually only used one seasoning cube and no salt at all. And then that was the rice that I was going to be using for this dish. And that's pretty much the rice that I use every time I want to make any rice dish. It's so good. In a clean pan or in a clean pot, I just put some butter, unsalted butter, and then added my onions and garlic, and then I also added my prawn shells and head. Very flavorful, especially when you're making like broth for anything that you're going to be eating. Please make sure to use this. Don't ever leave it in the market. It's value for your money. And then I squeezed in some lemon juice just from a slice of lemon. And here I am adding some paprika and my sazon. I added a bit of water, of course, because I didn't want this to burn. And then I just let it cook on low heat for about 2 minutes. And at least until the prawn head was pink, and then that okay, all of the flavor has been released into the mix. And then you can put your rice. This was already half done, so I didn't need that much water to, fully cook it. And in this mix as well, I also added my corn, just, so that this could cook through as well. And then in a clean pan, I just started with my prawns, and I sauteed the prawns in some olive oil, and I just seasoned with just a tiny bit of sazon. And now is a good time, to remind you all about our live. Our first live is happening on December 15th. And trust me, I don't host the party without games and freebies. So you definitely want to be there. I'll see you all on the 15th. Check my community post for, more details. I had sauteed these prawns for about 5 minutes, 2.5 on each side, just so that it could cook through, and then it was ready. And now I just in the same pan put my snails and my sausages until at least it was golden brown like you see. And then I started off with the main sauce, and in the pan, no need to wash it off because, all of that comes with its own flavor. In the same pan, I put some butter, and then I added my onions, ginger, and garlic. And then I just gave that a good stir and added my vegetables, finely chopped veggies. I love colors. I don't know who cooks without colors, but if you don't, aside the healthy part of it, you definitely want to see colors in your meal. It kind of like just makes you even more hungry. Am I wrong? Okay, so in this pan I added my corn, and then I just put some spices, being paprika, onion powder, and I was here just trying to crush this super hard seasoning cube. I don't know why they make them this hard. Anyways, we succeeded, and I moved on to adding my sazon, some curry. Be careful not to put too much curry because this is not like your typical fried rice that you're making. And then I added some time, and I gave this a very good stir and allowed it to, stir fry for another 2 minutes before I went in with my now cooked rice. Need I mention that if you do not have the long grain basmati rice, please feel free to use any other kind of rice that you have, okay? Here I put in all of the rice that I needed to use, and then I was going in with my prawns, my snails, my sausages, and my cooked eggs. And I just was giving this a very, very good mix so that, everything could be incorporated and mixed together, and you get to see the final look being this. Trust me, this food was so flavorful. It doesn't really require a lot of, putting salt and Maggi and whatnot, but it was really, really flavorful thanks to the seafood and every other thing that I used. Then very quickly, I'm just going to show you how I made the potatoes and apple salad that I did. And what we're going to be using will be some potatoes, one apple, some eggs, onions, garlic, some parsley. Here is my mix, the salad cream mix that I usually do. Some parsley, like I said, some paprika and some salt. And then I just started off with peeling this apple. I had pre-boiled my potatoes, as you can see. So just cut into small chunks and boil until soft. Then put it into your apples, and then I put my eggs, and then I put my onions and my garlic. And this mix is pretty much salad cream, mayonnaise, condensed milk, and a tiny bit of Sprite. Okay, and then I just put in some spring onions, and I gave this a very good mix. By the time I was done mixing this, I put it into the serving dish that I was going to be using, and then I just sprinkled some parsley on it and drizzled some lemon juice over it. And this is the beautiful plate that we got. Please don't miss out the next video, as that's where I'll be showing you where I made this chicken and how I did it. Thank you for watching, guys. Until I come your way in my next video, bye bye.